We have a live feed. Ah, there it is. Sure as shit. Sweet. Alright. Let me mute this because fuck a bunch of that. And open that up because I have zero ability to fucking multitask. Alright. Holy shit. That was almost a half an hour later than I had intended, but that's fine. So, if you are new to this channel for any reason, which obviously you are because this is a new fucking channel, my name is Kyle Robinson, otherwise known as the...
It's your lucky day!
Jesus Christ, you're fucking obnoxiously loud. Otherwise known as the Offensive Madman. I play games and piss people off. That is literally my superpower. That being said, I decided to delve directly into the nasty abyss that is Twitch streaming. This is probably the first ever official stream I've done. I'm real fucking late to the party. Because why the fuck wouldn't I be? What I figured I would do, the whole reason I actually started to do this, bear with me here half a second, I'm trying to configure all my shit because this thing is stupid. The whole reason I really wanted to give this a shot is because I really like video games, and I also really like to interact with people, even though I fucking hate people like 95% of the time. So the more I thought about it, the more I was like, hey, why not
I've been
attempt...
thinking, operator. I thought you'd want to know.
Shut up. I figured if I was going to interact with people, why not do it and do something I enjoy, playing video games. And when I thought about what game I wanted to start with, I thought, why not probably my favorite game on the PS4, probably my favorite game anywhere, the game that does not get... Jesus, this is tripping me the fuck out. Where is my little chat bubble? Jeez, you can tell I don't do this enough, or ever. No, I figured I'd start with a game that I thoroughly love, that I don't think gets enough credit for what it does, for both the genre of shooters and just the overall depth of a game that is free. Yes, free, ladies and gentlemen. My second favorite F word. And that game is this beautiful monstrosity known as Warframe. If you are watching this and have no idea what this is, at its core, it is a shooter game, which is easy enough to understand. But it's so fucking much more than that. Good lord. It is a shooter in third-person point of view that literally plays like a first-person shooter, and I'll show you what that means and looks like here in just a few minutes. Oh shit, that actually does work. That's fucking nifty. The whole reason I wanted to start with this game specifically and kind of is because this game is almost 8 years old, has been out for 8 years, and it is by and large the least new player friendly game that is in fucking existence. So I mean, this game goes, hey, you want to know how to play this game? Fuck it, learn to Google, because that's about the only way you're getting anywhere. So I have put, let's take a look here, because I honestly don't know. I have put an absurd amount of hours into this, and I have friends who have put more than I have into it. Spent more money than I have, you know, all that good shit. Go stats, there it is. I am sitting
Do you feel the
at
world press close on these late night
431 hours in this game.
Nora does.
200 hours of that is probably Google. No, I'm kidding. Not quite that much. But there's a lot of fucking Googling, because this game has zero forgiveness when it comes to, hey, you're a new player, you should learn some shit. So I wanted to spend some time breaking down the faucets of this game, and I'm basically going to break this apart in YouTube. In between doing all this, if someone decides to come along and bullshit with me, I'm good with that. Tell you a little bit about me. I like to argue with people, so no topic is off limits. I think the word offended is probably the biggest pussified word in the fucking English language. I think if you get offended, you have deeper issues to work out. So everything I say on here, while never directly pointed and intended at anyone, is pretty much just me. This is me, and you're going to get it, and you're going to like it, or you don't like it, and if you don't like it, fuck off. I lose no sleep over it, not my fucking problem if you do or don't like me. So, that being said, the basics of this game, your ship will not look like this when you first start. You'll actually start with this neat little navigation console here. I'll show you this. This is how you access all of your missions within the game. Pretty simplistic point of view there. This is your broad world map. Ignore some of this. Doesn't really give anything away. But this is the level, like the planets and shit you will eventually all get access to. Here is where you start. In fact, just because, fuck it, I want to kind of get some actual gameplay going. Let's pick a real simple fucking mission. You basically start, and it'll flash at you. This will actually be the first mission in the game. It's E Prime. They've got a number of different styles of missions. Exterminates, all that good shit. So, the exterminate mission is basically just fucking kill everything. Capture mission is you get to capture targets. Rescues where you actually capture hostiles. Excuse me. And then there's 10 or 15 other styles of missions throughout this game. So you'll encounter each one as you play. This, like I said, is the first one, and it essentially leads you in a linear path through the planet at first. Everything that you access through this console is how you access all of your worlds and missions and levels. As you can see there, I had people load in with me. These people are random people. I don't fucking know who they are. That is not me. That is a Garuda with a pumpkin head. You see the UI here? Pretty simple. Why am I lagging so fucking hard? Jesus Christ.
Marine stationed here.
Hey!
No one standing.
Weird. They actually know. So I'm gonna interact with these people for half a second. Ah! It's weird that they actually know that. So, the movement in this game is really, really unique. And what I mean by that is, like I said, you run and shoot. It is literally run and gun style of gameplay. First-person style thing. And you are a space ninja. Or as I like to call it, badass robot. You go to the objectives and you shoot shit. Problem is, I guess I should have prefaced this whole thing.
And they are on the run.
Goddamn, okay. I shot
mission.
nobody. That was a thing. If you're watching this stream trying to find somebody who's going to walk you through how to play a game and be good at the game, you're watching the wrong fucking stream. I just want everybody to know that. Because, I am far worse at this game than I should be. Like, way worse at this game than I should be. Where the fuck is my extraction point? Because obviously I shoot nobody, did nothing, went nowhere. Next one I'll load it by myself so you can actually see me shoot some shit. How about that? Maybe. This thing didn't glitch out and cause me to fucking fail. Oh, what the fuck, Warframe? Oh, it does exist, I just don't know where it is. Oh, hey, there are the names. What the hell did I find? Where the fuck do you go? Oh, hey, look at there. Looky there. Upsity. Fuck you. Fuck it. Well, no, it ain't gonna let me. Because I was just gonna wait it out, but it doesn't do that apparently. I need somebody here to just make fun of me for the fact that I am... This is literally like the first fucking level in this game. I've played this game for 400 hours and still can't find the extraction point in the first level of the fucking game. How fucking terrible is this? Sweet Marriott of Jesus and Joseph. Wait. Ah, looky there. I think this is it. Fuck, I don't know. This is where I was just at, isn't it? Yeah, it is. What the fuck? What the fuck is this shit? Let's make this work. So this is the map you can pull up on any mission in the game. Tells you kind of roughly where to go, all that good shit. Gives you the unexplored area. So this should theoretically lead me to the extraction point. I ain't real fucking certain why we've not extracted yet. Unless they're just jerking each other off. Which is very, very possible. Still confused as to why I can't even see the fucking extraction point. Still loading, so that's, I guess, a positive. What the fuck is happening right now? Most bizarre fucking thing. Alright, fuck this. I guess abort, because the game wanted to glitch and be retarded. That's a good time. Jesus fucking Christ. That's a great way to start a stream, right? First mission you play is a complete fuck off and goes stupid. It's a great time. So, now that we've explored that shit, wait a minute, hold on. What am I looking for here? While this is loading, still trying to figure out the UI on this fucking Twitch bullshit. So this is your in-game screen. Normally, I wouldn't have sucked it up that bad, I hope. Well, I say that, and we'll see how this goes. But, so, this is your end of thing. It'll show you all your resources and stuff. I'll show you that a little bit later. But that's the basic gist of the navigation. That's how you access all your shit. Let's actually see if I can load in. See, this little screen here gives you the option to play without people. So we're going to go solo. And I'm going to try this again. Same fucking mission, same fucking shit, same fucking everything. We're going to see what happens this time. Hopefully I can actually shoot some shit. Why the fuck will this not load up? There should be a chat button. Why is there no chat button? Fuck your chat button. Wait, I wonder. I'm going to test out here my first fucking stream and fuck everything. Hey, this is I have 2 viewers. Yay, pony.
There is a platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Ballistics and archaic weapons. Crude and dangerous.
So that
just like
pops.
the Grenier.
What the hell? Don't. Oh, okay. This would be fucking convenient if it would load up. So, just you guys made the channel. Why doesn't it give me the chat link? You fucking useless piece of fuck. All right, well, YOLO fucking Godo, I guess. I don't fucking know. So, you'll see this. Literally, it is more or less point and click and shoot. So that's a little better off here. That'll be the editing part of this monstrosity. So you do that. I'm running something that is so ridiculously overpowered for this. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. But the point of this game is to essentially find anything and everything you can within the levels, because the more resources and shit you can find, the more shit you can craft. We'll get into a crafting element later. But you just basically, for these kinds of missions at least, you'll go through and follow the little red markers, kill everything. If you look on the left-hand side there, you'll see the nifty little body count, as I'll call it, telling me how many people I gotta fucking massacre. And the more people I kill, the closer to that number the goal, as we'll call it, we get. This game's also got a badass melee combat system. Let's take a look at how that looks real quick. So look at that shit. You just fucking slice and dice a motherfucker like Jackie Chan. Like fucking Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan and a baby. I guess Liam Neeson would be more accurate, wouldn't it? Yeah, Liam Neeson? Yeah, that's probably more accurate. But your whole goal here, like I said, find as much shit as humanly possible. Go through, and you'll kill as much shit as you can. That little scale, that there is basically my companion, and I'll show you more about those later. Scanning shit and collecting information. Cover all that probably in a different stream. Like this game, the beginning tutorial in this game is fucking garbage. And the reason I want this to kind of go over is because I don't think people give this game the credit that it deserves, because the tutorial's fucking shit. And people don't explain this game. Hey, that's a Sama cord. This is a collectible.
Eyes open. There's glass resonance in your neighborhood.
That is the battle pass thing. Scan that.
Cephalites. Time to smash some glass.
Are you gonna scan it? Fucking jackass. Take that in and no. Oh, I've already got it. Cool. So that's music for your ship. Something to unlock a little bit later in the game.
Dreamer, there's gotta be a way to take these things down.
You do have an alternate weapon and all that shit. Like so you do have a primary weapon, which mine's a shotgun, the corner of the shotgun. And then I've got the secondary, which is the Objigar, which is the dual pistols. And then my melee weapon is the Legion, which is kind of looks like a fucking kayak paddle that basically deals poison. Like I'm basically a kayaking badass ninja who slices your ass open with poison. That's the long and short of what I am. How do you like me now? Where the fuck did I go? So notice I'm at 25 and 27. These first missions are like super fucking. He's gonna go blue.
That was a close one.
He blew harder than your mother. There we go. So, alright.
Enemy is broken.
Yay.
Well done. Now get to extraction.
Yay! Alright, so there's the green thing. So we can get a little better look at the UI here. The magic of editing when I post this shit to YouTube tomorrow. It's gonna be great. So you slide through here, do some stoof. So one of the things in this game, like I was talking earlier, the movement. You use this, the bullet jump, which is literally, you hold L1 and hit X as you're moving. This is the way to transverse every fucking thing in this game. It is just fucking immaculate in terms of the way that you are able to transverse things. So, now see, this is what an actual mission complete looks like. What in the fuck is that? Sunlight something or another. I've never seen that before. What's it for? You're supposed to tell me things. You son of a bitch. I thought I got other resources, but maybe I didn't. Fuck my life, I guess. It's loading. If you can hear that in the background, that is my child losing her fucking mind. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday to the baby. Oh, this comment blank can only be found during the day. I don't know what the fuck the point of that is. So, that's the gist of that. The second most important part of this game, and the place you will probably spend the most time, is in this menu right here. So we'll pause for station identification. No, I'm kidding. Fuck that, because that's radio and this is not radio. So what we have here is the arsenal, as I am undoubtedly sure can read. And the arsenal is essentially just that. It is where it houses all of your weapons. I don't want to do that. Actually, I lied. I do want to do that. So, actually, that's stupid. I don't know why it pulls up there, but it won't pull up on my computer. So, this here,
Stand by
press
while
square.
I analyze the
This brings
intelligence
up
profiles of the Grenier.
your
Error, not a number.
thing here, right?
Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
So, this is your Warframe selection. There are 40, I want to say, 35 or 40 Warframes in this game right now. These are all listed alphabetically. They all do different shit. I kid you not, 45 motherfuckers all are doing different abilities and shit. This game is the epitome of an RPG because it tells you absolute dog shit on how to play it. And you have 45 fucking classes of player. 45 fucking classes of player. What the actual fuck? That is ridiculous. 45. So, you can pick a one. Pick a one. Fuck me. You can pick one. I run Rhino because Rhino is a tank. There's typically 3 or 4 different variations to a Warframe. You have the tanky ones like Warframe. You have your DPS frames like Ember here. Good friend of mine is a very big friend. Fuck, I can't talk for shit. Is a big fan of Ember. She's pretty badass, actually. You've got a healer class, which I don't have one really. Trinity's probably the closest, which is down here. So those are really the 3: DPS, tank, and healer. There's a little bit of variation between the two. So you pick your frame here. That's the variation of that. Then you have your primary weapon. There's a metric fuckload of weapons and shit from within this game, as you can see from this beautifully scrolling list of shit. Variations of weapons include shotguns, sniper rifles, pistols, assault rifles, you name it, you can probably blow shit up with it. Toxic shit, non-toxic shit that'll electrocute you, shit that'll get you hard, shit that'll fucking poison you, shit that'll cause you to get wet. You name it, it'll probably happen. So, you go through here and you can sort it all. Like, this is a lot better UI than it used to be, but you can sort it by name, name, usage, rank, which is the mastery rank, and I'll get into that a little later. But you pick a primary weapon here. That's your secondary weapons, melee weapons. Those work the exact same way. This, ignore, because that is a story thing. Fuck off. I'm not going to explain that right now because I don't want to spoil the story for people. Doesn't matter anyhow. One of the other beautiful things is you can actually load loadouts. So you can build different loadouts for how you want to play. I have Best because that's the one I always use. Eidolon Hunt is an in-game activity that you can do. That's loaded up for that. And then you have this here, Ember, which is just one I built for her. That's a level 1. I'll get into that a little later. Spy is one specifically for a certain mission type that I built. And then you have the Test, which is the kind of goes hand in hand with the level 1. Not quite the same thing, but more or less the basic gist of that. From there, once you get it all set up, that's when you start running your missions. So, with that said, let me break another thing down here real quick. And that's probably the most complicated thing in this fucking game. And I mean that 100% legitimately. And that is the mod system. That is where this game is 100% an RPG. As you can see over here, all your abilities and shit are listed here for each Warframe. You can hover over them, it'll tell you what it does. But focus it on the mods here. Warframes, primary weapons, secondary weapons all have their own mod systems. Mod capacities, mod everything. They'll have different mods, because fucking mods are everywhere. Everywhere. So, you press triangle to load this up. And I'm, just for reference, in case you didn't know, I'm loading this off of PS4. So everything I reference is PS4 controls. I don't do the PC Master Race bullshit. And I don't play Xbox, I just don't have one. So everything I say is related to the PlayStation. You probably could get away with the same controls on an Xbox, I assume. Hotkeys are on the PC. But so when you're building shit, if you go here, because I have no real fucking need to this. If you look over here, back out here real quick, so you can get a clean look at that particular screen. So here is your mod capacity. I have it maxed out, setting at 60. You start, depending on your mastery rank and all of that, you'll start with actually 1, and then it'll go up to 30, which is the highest rank you can get for everything. Weapons and all that only go to level 30. But you go in, and you always start with 1, or whatever is dependent on your mastery rank. Then, if you'll see here, and this is actually really fucking neat for the UI too, you can hover over it, and it'll tell you essentially what each one of these does, which is fucking nifty, because it never used to do that. So, you have your armor, your energy, your health, your shield, sprint speed, and then duration, efficiency, range, and strength are all related to your abilities. These are your mods, and welcome to the fucking no-life zone that is Warframe. Ta-fucking-da. So, you can literally take any of these weapons, or any of these mods, and throw them on a Warframe. Anything you want. You want to build a fucking rhino that'll run dick through a wall and fist fuck a goddamn Grenier? Merry Christmas, build one for strength. You want to build one that's, you know, can stand there and take bullets to the fucking dome for 15 minutes? Build it for, you know, health and armor. There is an endless amount of builds that you can do for this game. It's ridiculous. So hold on. People are actually giving me some constructive feedback in the middle of all this, which is nifty. I appreciate that. But so essentially, oh shit. So essentially, what you'll want to do is decide kind of how you want to build, and it's contrary to what everybody believes about this fucking game. Contrary to what everybody believes, I don't think there is a bad way to build a character. I really don't. It depends on how you want to play, and there's a variant mods for every style of play. There really are. I'm not going to go through every mod because I'd be here for fucking 87 years, I think. But essentially, to build a Warframe out. Stop moving. My fucking computer's falling. Don't be a bitch. I guess I could actually theoretically close that because it's fucking useless. It doesn't move my chat up. So, let's say I wanted to build this Warframe out for better health. Let's just use that as an example, because that's what I like to do with them. So, if you read each one, it'll tell you what it does. So, for example, where the fuck are you? So, one of his abilities makes him to where he doesn't die, and that's the Iron Skin. So, you want him to have higher energy, because energy is what's used to cast your abilities on your Warframes. So, Prime Flow gives you a max energy rank. Let's pop that in there. So, see how it jumped from 150 to 350? Yay! Fucking wonderful, right? Right. So, if we were to build him up to basically make his health higher and his armor as bad as it could be, so you'd essentially load him down with armor mods and health mods, and like I said, every one of them is going to show you roughly what it does. So you basically load it up, and for everything you do, you can see the numbers change here on the right-hand side. Green means good, red means bad. I mean, that seemed kind of redundant, but fuck it, you know, America. So, we have all this here. So this is a shield capacity and a health mod, which is a double banger. Beautiful. And you can see it for every mod we add, that number goes down. So, two things here. So there's another bigger mod, which you can't actually... So, fun fact, you cannot do a primed version and a regular version of a mod. There are prime versions of a lot of them. But there aren't for everyone, if that makes sense. So, if we keep building this out, slowly just doing all kinds of shit and making sure that we build him out best we can, just make it to where Rhino won't die. Right? That's what we want. Rhino never to die. Okay. So, as you can see up in the left-hand side, I'm running out of mod capacity. Right? So, Aura mods. Goddamn, this is literally like, I'm doing this more, and the more I do it, I'm like, man, this is so fucking confusing, I'm sure. So, if you can see the polarity, which is the little slots up here in the right-hand corner, if you match the polarity with anything, like this, it's going to give you, so I got 18 additional slots. Why? Because this costs 9, because it's maxed out. But because it's there, it doubles the amount that I can have. So I can now have 78 mod slots on this particular one. Whereas down here, if you put the right polarity with the right thing, like this prime flow, cost 11. But because I matched the polarity there, and you can see it turn green, it's now half price, or half cost. But if you take this, because it doesn't match up, see how it's red? Bad. It now costs 4 extra. 4 extra? 2 extra. 4 extra. So, that is always something to consider, and that's something that we can get into a little bit later, because my whole goal is to do a very, very in-depth tutorial, like over the next probably week. I want to break every fucking faucet of this game down, because there's a lot to learn. A fucking lot to learn. So, with that, you have, so that's essentially the mods. Your weapons, the melees, all of it, have the same setup, as you can see here. Ignore the purple, because fucking weird. As with every essential RPG, they do have rarities. Gold is rare, blue is like uncommon, red is, you find that shit everywhere. It's like a hooker at a truck stop, everywhere. So, everything has that level of mod, and you can build it all out. This one, for example, is a stance mod. It's the only, this is essentially an aura mod for a weapon, but the melee mods are the only ones that have them. So you have the stance mods that give you a little more or a little less mod capacity in that case. So that's the basics of mods. You saw how we equipped them, how we make them match up, the polarity, all that good shit. That's the basics of how mods work. There is a nice little atrium over here where you press the little square button and you go in here and you can actually break down mods by augment, aura, or alignment, sorry. And basically these are, although that is augment mods, that's kind of nifty. So these are specific mods to specific frames that attach to specific, there's a lot of specificity in that motherfucking sentence. Things to that and all that kind of shit that go to each individual Warframe or weapon, or not Warframe, but their ability. So there's that. So this is all in here. Fairies, I guess there's a shitload. So that's the basics of how modding out shit works. That is, I mean, long and short of how modding works, which is more than the fucking game is going to teach you. Again, I Googled a lot of shit to figure that out. So, that being said, the next thing I would like to teach the wonderful individuals who are currently spending their Tuesday evening with me is the Foundry, or, as I like to call it, the crafting table. This is the brunt of where you will spend a vast majority of your time. And what I mean is you will literally spend 30 fucking years waiting for shit to get done. So the way that this works is standard RPG element. Again, that's the thing that a lot of people don't get. Warframe is an RPG. Top to bottom, 100% RPG. Just a side note, anybody who's popping in and out of the stream, there is the chat menu. I do want to interact with people, so please, 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 if you have any questions, you want to tell me to fuck off, you want to tell me to eat shit and die, I don't give a fuck. Please, 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 just share your shit in the comments, the chat section. I would love to interact with people. I see people kind of bouncing around. I don't know who it is or how many people there are. I see the number kind of flickering back, forth, left, right, and center. So if you're there, shoot me a hi, shoot me a fuck you, shoot me an eat dick. I don't care. Just holler at me and say what up, because I feel kind of alone in outer space right now. No pun intended. Sorry, that was fucking terrible. So, the Foundry, much like the mod section, breaks down into sections like primary, secondary, melees, arcwings, sentinels, which is your companions, landing craft, which is like your orbiters and shit, your appearance stuff, and then you have gear, which is anything from the ciphers, which means you can basically just press triangle and skip locks because you're a lazy piece of shit like me, to these little specters, which will fight alongside you, which are really fucking neat if you play by yourself, honestly. The specters are really, really cool. These are more or less kind of useless now, so I'm not really going to spend a lot of time on those. Or at least to my knowledge, they're useless. I may be fucking wrong, but in the time that I was gone and came back to the game, these kind of went away. But if I find out that they're not, I'll do a little bit of digging. We're not going to talk about these because, yeah. So, Warframe also has fishing and mining. Holy shit. You say, what now? Nah, for real. Fishing and mining. Whole nother element to the game. I'll show you that a little bit later at a different stream or later tonight, depending. I bought the blueprints a long time ago. You can no longer buy these, which is kind of weird. But I can make my own bait to go fishing. And then here's the gems and stuff that you can make and mine. This is different, just miscellaneous shit as per that it says. Hey, can I build that? Fuck, no I can't build. Well, yeah, no I can. Sweet. So let me show you what happens when you craft something. You'll see down here, it'll tell you what you need. Control modules, plastids, salvage, and mutagen samples for this particular recipe. For example, 15,000 credits, 12 hours. That is 12 hours real time, not 12 hours game time. I feel that needs to be expressed because there are a shitload of people who seem to think that this game is, oh, it's 12 hours real time or 12 hours game time. No, fuck that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, no, it is not 12 hours game or real. Yeah, no, not 12 hours game time. It's 12 hours real time. This is not a fucking, this is like a phone game in that element. So, you basically just hover over something. It's got all little check marks next to it, as you can see. It says, hey, by the way, Dick Waffle, this is done. You can build it, get your shit together. Press X. Press X again. And now, we're building a mutagen mass. Woohoo! And then you, basically, this is, like I said, this is where you craft everything. Son of a bitch. Everything in the game. Which is awesome, because what I didn't realize when I first started playing this game is that it was a, like, I looked at that, this screen in particular looked at it and went, oh shit, I have no fucking idea what any of this means. So that alone, I hope that that alone will entice people to go, well, maybe I'll give this a shot. Goodness, sorry. I am really, really thirsty. I haven't talked this much in a fucking long time. So that is the basic gist of that. That is your founder, like I said, and it will tell you, it will give you the rundown of what you need in every capacity. So if you want to be lazy and don't want to look to see if you have all the shit, hey, look, there's a ready to build thing, and you just click one and go. There's a lot of shit here that is ready to build. Oh, no shit. I can... Neato. I need to actually build some of this stuff. Oh, wait. I can build the Grakata. Oh, I didn't build that. Yes, you dirty twat. Notice, I don't got the money to build it, because fuck my life. Credits are easy to come by, but credits are also a bitch. Because they don't last long. Hell, while we're on that topic, credits are, there's like 5 or 6 versions of in-game currency in this game. There's credits, which is that one. Platinum, which is that one. Those are the two most basic ones. The credits are going to be the things you can earn in-game. Platinum is literally what you use or what you buy. Oh, hey, cool. It notifies me when there are people. That's fun. So platinum is the stuff you buy. So you don't have to have that for this game at all. They start you with like 100, I think, or some fucking ill-gotten amount of shit. And you just use that. You can use that on slots or something like that. That's what I would recommend. The other currency that's real big in this game, let me kind of break a couple of these down, because you can break these down for credits or what they call Endo. And Endo is the third probably largest currency in the game. And what Endo is, I'm trying to get a... So what Endo is the stuff that you use to level a mod. You have to have Endo to level your mods. And as you can see here, there's the little buttons at the bottom. Those little buttons are the levels that a mod can, reach. So, for example... oh wait, I'm in your duplicate, dipshit. Way to suck. Hold on. I gotta get my system to catch up. So, like, I know it fucking exists. Jesus, tits. I'm probably gonna be able to, like, line it up next to each other, which is fucking annoying. So, flow. There we go. I'll go back this way, because I sold a bunch of shit, so I don't have as much, which is nifty. Where am I at? Flow. Where the fuck did you go? Jesus fucking Christ. Apparently, I don't know how to spell. Not really a shock if you know me, but... Flux. Flax? Flux? Fuckles? I don't know. Oh, it ain't even there. That's stupid. Why is it not there? Okay, I don't understand that at all. Fuck that. We'll use this. Look, you can search. Why wasn't I doing that 5 minutes ago? I don't fucking know. Don't ask. Ah, looky there. That's actually convenient. This is what happens when you think, ladies and gentlemen. You can do what you aim to fucking do. So, for example, there's the flow, which, as you can see at the bottom, has like, I think it's 4 or 5 slots on it, which is the max that particular mod can reach. Primed variants have 10 slots, which is just higher numbers of the shit that you can use, which is great, but they cost more money, more endo, all that good shit to level. So, those are the 3 most basic currencies in the game. Trying to think. So we covered the arsenal. We covered mods, which is kind of convenient. We covered the foundry. Don't really have to worry about that. That'll really much walk you through that. That's a Kubro, which is like your pet. This is a companion station here, if it'll let me open this. It used to. It may not now. Okay, whatever. Fuck yeah. So you can get companions, like I was saying earlier. Your companions are basically your little side buddies. Side pieces, right? Yeah, side pieces. That's the right word. Each one of them have different shit they can do. Like Helios scans everything. The whole thing it does is literally just scan stuff. That's the whole point. That's why I have it equipped. Because the more it scans, the more lore gets unlocked. Which is kind of nifty. But that's the whole reason I have the Helios attached. So let's go ahead and talk relics. Relics are another form of in-game. Relics give you prime gear, which is there's a lot of stuff in this game that has a prime variant, which is essentially a stronger version of the it's a stronger version of the weapon that already exists. So we were talking Corinth earlier, which is what the shotgun I was running. Corinth Prime is the one I was running, which is a stronger version of the regular Corinth. That's how primes work. So the relics work like a lottery system. Basically, you pick a relic when you go to run a mission, and at some point I will do some relic running just to kind of, because I want to and it's fun. But we do some relic running at some point. But basically, if you hover over a relic or click X on it, it'll tell you what it'll give you. And primes don't come in full, they come in pieces. So you can essentially, there's 6 different rewards that can pop out of this one relic. One of these 6 things you will get from that relic as long as you pop it. But if you see here at the bottom, there's a way to increase your odds of getting the better reward. So you spend the void traces, which you earn by popping relics. It's a vicious cycle. You pop relics to get relics, to get relics to pop relics. It's fucking nuisance. But that's the easiest way to do that. That's something you can kind of dick with a little bit later, which is good. But that's, like I said, that is literally the basics. That's what a lot of people don't realize is this game. They walk into this game and it is so fucking overwhelming with the amount of shit that you can do in this game. It is completely ridiculous. Wait, what the hell did I just do? Oh, fuck you. Okay, that's bizarre. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to, kick it out of there. So, this is the way. Thank you, PlayStation, for explaining to me that everything was showing. That includes my tits. So that's the basic gist. Like, if you know those things, those things, that you will already have a massive jump ahead than I had. Because ultimately, this game, like I said, is jack dick when it comes to wanting you to. It wants you to play. Obviously, they want you to play. They didn't create a game for you to sit there, jerk off, and not play. But they don't explain to you what to do. So, back to this mission, and we're going to run some shit because I want to blow some shit up. You see the menus up here? Different things. These are syndicate missions, which is like, think like Brotherhood of Steel, or the vampires, or the werewolves in like your fantasy games. Brotherhood of Steel was in Fallout, yeah, I know. And then, that's what your syndicates are. We'll cover those at a different point as well. This is all different shit you can do within the game. This is your quest menu. I've only got 3 quests I have not done. And at some point, I wouldn't mind sitting down and just rerunning through all the quests because I've done it once already. but just for the sake of streaming them out and so people can see them would be fun too, I think. The story in this game is fucking phenomenal. I mean, absolutely fucking great. Probably one of the best written stories in video games, in my opinion. So the whole point, like I said, let me show you. Oh, one other thing before we get into this. Sorry, I feel like I'm doing exactly what I set out to do, but at the same time, like, I feel like people aren't seeing the gist of the game, which is kind of depressing. But one of the other things you see here is, so the leveling system works on two different independent axes, right? Not fucking confusing at all. Not confusing at all, right? So, everything in the game, your warframes, your weapons, all of it, companions, all that shit, is all, the highest they can go is level 30. That's it. Highest they can go, level 30. So you're like, well, how the fuck do you do all this other shit? Because that's what I asked. Guaranteed. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, so what do you get for leveling everything up? What's the point in leveling everything up, right? So see this little 18 right here? Hovering over it and spinning around it like a stripper on a pole. That thing, yeah, that thing. That is your, actually I could probably blow that up. I can blow that up. Looky there. This is your mastery rank, which is essentially your overall actual account level. That is in fact a clan name called Dad's in Prison, started by an old coworker that invited us in, and I have never wanted to change it because that is still the coolest fucking thing to me, that we are a legitimate clan known as Dad's in Prison. So your mastery rank right now, max level is 29. Do not let that intimidate you, because there is a player that we play with on a regular that's like, hey, that's really fucking high, and I don't know what to do with that. Ignore that, because once you hit like 12, 10 really, all of your weapons get unlocked. Essentially, so the way this works is, for every level you gain on a weapon, when the first time you level it, and we can get more into that a little later, but the first time you level it, you get mastery points out of it. In fact, you can see over here on the left the mastery points I have received from different elements. Warframes, primary, secondary, melees, missions, all that good shit. So every time you go through and do something, it gives you mastery rank points. Once you fill that level, you'll go take a mastery rank test, and the whole point of that is for you to learn a different facet of the game. Basically, there's melee combat, there's primary weapon combat, there's elemental damage combat, there's shit like that you're like, oh, hey, okay, cool, let's do something with it. And basically what the whole point of that is for you, they want you to experience everything in the game. That's what they want. They want you to go into the game, they want you to play every faucet, they want you to do all the missions, they want you to play with all the weapons. They're like a really, really big attention whore. Like, they want you to fondle everything that they make. And that's how you get mastery rank, which is not a bad thing to have, because even after you hit like level 10, there's still a point to level in it, because for every one of those you have, every mastery rank you go up, you actually get a starting weapon capacity. So like I was talking earlier, you start with level 1 capacities. If you're level 18 like I am, you actually have 18 mod slots that you can use right out the gate without having to level a weapon at all. So that being said, the easiest thing to do is, if you're like, I want to go ahead and get some mastery rank points, I'll show you that in a different dev stream. I am not a fucking dev, I'm dumb. Huh. So, I'm trying to determine if you guys are in the chat here, I'm assuming I don't know how many there are. I'm trying to think because I've got like 4 different fucking screens going on here. This says there's a couple. If you're in the chat here, do me a favor. Do you guys see the gameplay screen? Because I actually just got a text message telling me that the screen is black, but I've got Twitch pulled up on my phone and on my computer, and everything's essentially working. If somebody is out there in Chatland, and there's at least one, I believe, shoot me a message and tell me if you see the screen and everything, because it's working on both of my devices. So I'm not sure what the deal with that is. It's kind of confusing. Okay, never mind. Might have been a technical difficulty on there, and I was just like, wait a goddamn minute, that is utterly confusing. Anyways, so getting your mastery rank up is not the most important thing in the game by any stretch of God's imagination, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. So with that said, why don't we fucking play some game? Because I feel like I've overloaded some information. What do I want to do tonight? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Why don't I go ahead, since we were talking relics earlier, why don't we go ahead?
You have loyalty issues, Tano.
Shut up, dildo. So there's your void fissures. This is where you go to crack relics. Let's use one that's fairly easy and straight. Dear Lord, none of these are fucking convenient. Ugh, that's annoying. That is super fucking annoying. Because there's like a such thing as being not very efficient. Fuck it, we'll go with this one. So this will bring up your relics. And let me see. If you're looking for a particular weapon, which I actually am, let me type in the name. Please be the string. Please be the string. You bitch. Are you the string? Fuck yeah, you're the string. Hell yeah. So, if you hover over it, it'll tell you that's the option. So I'm looking for the Paris Prime string. Guess what the common reward in this one is? The Paris Prime string. Dun dun dun. So, you equip it. It'll tell you it'll be consumed if you seal the void fissure and extract, which I'll kind of explain that as we play. So, here we come to fuck up the day. It sounds like my kid is still awake, which is kind of ironic because it's 9/16. Then it's her 1-year birthday. So, let's see if these people know that I'm streaming, because I don't know how the fuck the last guys knew, but they knew. So, Oh, that was... Fuck! Jesus, shit.
The enemies are dropping react.
Yeah! So, the whole point, see that little icon there on the screen? You run over it, like so.
Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
And you have to get 10 before, in a defense mission before wave 5. Every 5 waves is going to pop you new reactant, or new shit. So essentially you want to kill everything and hope that you can get all 10 reactant and listen to that obnoxious ass buzzer as you do so, because fuck our life. Fuck you. Like I said, if you're watching this stream to watch an eloquently amazing video game player, you are totally watching the wrong fucking stream. I'll probably die like 5 times before we're done here. I'm not the worst, but I'm a long way from the best. So this, you notice how this shit keeps dropping. It'll drop more as we get further in. That's more of this fucking mean. And it doesn't matter how they're killed. You can literally do whatever the fuck you want. to load them in. And if they die, as long as they die, if they have it, they'll drop it. It's kind of a random drop, but the thing about defenses that are nice is essentially they all have to come to you. So, Rhino, stop. Bitch. So, oh, there we go. There's all kinds of that shit that we need. We need all the stuff. And you'll see down there, like that Argon crystal, you see the little big slope running across the bottom of the screen there? That's essentially all resources and energy and health that I'm picking up, which is all related to that boundary stuff that we were looking at earlier. Every planet has its own unique resource. I'm pretty sure that's still a thing. The Void, which is where we're at right now, is the only place you can get Argon crystals, which is what I picked up a second ago. The flash little thing there at the bottom. Oh shit. Alright, one more. And once we get through these 5 waves, well, there we go. So there's 10. And we have one wave left to go.
Open. Finish mission to find out what's inside.
What the fuck is that? There. So there's some shit. So, see, I was talking about Rhino's survivability earlier. You see how pretty sure, fuck, I didn't realize, I'm pretty sure his shit is all set up in that way I built him, because that is not the amount of points that I had on before. But that's fine. We'll live. He's got 4 abilities. The one I just showed you was the Rhino Stomp, which he basically turns into a fat ass, stomps the ground, and everything dies around him or goes flying into the air, because, you know, Rhino. One of his other abilities is the Rhino Skin, or Iron Skin, which essentially gives him an overshield over his basic other shield, which is kind of nifty. Like I said, very survivable. And his last ability that's here is called Roar. So I should show you that real quick. That gives a damage buff for 27 seconds to the entire party that was within the general vicinity. 50%, I think that's what that says, 53%?
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
So that'll load up. See a little countdown, and it's going to give us the chance to pick something. Fuck off. Ooh, I actually want that, because we were talking about this. Hell yeah. Oh, you get extra void traces. That's new. Alright, we keep going. Because, why the hell not? What are we doing, right? So, N8 is the one that I need. Freaking me the fuck out, man. Freaking me the fuck out.
An opportunity to extract will appear soon.
So then you essentially repeat the process. And the whole purpose here is to basically get prime gear. Like I said, gear that is better than the original gear is prime stuff. And there's a story reason behind it. We'll talk more on that if I ever do a stream on lore or talk videos on lore in this game. I'm sure I will. Mainly because I fucking absolutely adore the lore in this game. Like I said, I cannot say enough good things about this game. It is it is 100% not new player friendly, but if you'll give it the chance, this game is very centered around the community. They take a lot of shit into consideration. They do a lot for the community. I can't say enough good things about this game. And now that I'm done sucking DE's, imaginary dick while I'm playing this game. I still have nobody chatting with me, and that depresses me. So if you're here, as I've said, in the chat, shoot me a message. I'd love to interact with somebody. I'd like to tell somebody to fuck off tonight, rather than, you know, talking to my imaginary cat or what the fuck ever else happens to me. Die, you little sons of bitches! Die! Man, I love this shotgun. Look at the fucking bam. So, no, stop. So, as long as you get all 10, it cracks your relic. If you don't get all 10, you don't lose the relic, which is kind of nice. But in a defense mission, it's almost impossible to not get all 10 of your reacting, because you don't. It's just super easy to get reactant in this. So you go through. Oh shit! That died. Go ahead, man. And we'll talk more about the little thing popping up there in the middle at some point. For anybody who is interested in this game, I'm not going to explain that one yet. It's strictly on the ground, but I don't want to ruin anything.
You opened the relic. Finish your mission. Take a look inside.
So, as she said, go through the next 5 waves. We'll run this for a little bit, but just because we can. This is one of the easier tile sets that you can actually do this mission on. And the levels and stuff in this one are fairly easy as far as like level of enemy goes. That's the nice thing. You know, they're not like level fucking 300 dick bags or anything like that. Oh, shit. All of the death to your bitch ass. All of the death to your bitch ass. I figure we'll run 15 waves of this, and we'll probably call it a night. We've been at this a little over an hour. I didn't get as early of a start as I would have liked, but that's not the end of it. Goal is to create a schedule that I can kind of work with so that I can consistently be on. And what I'm going to do is kind of bounce between games a little bit. I will probably play this predominantly just because I do thoroughly enjoy this game. And we haven't even scratched the surface of the shit there is to do in this game by any stretch of the imagination. So we're gonna go way down the rabbit hole on this. My goal probably will end up redoing them because
my Warframe is strong.
I think I did a decent job, but it wasn't. I don't think it was adequate enough as I get better at this. But for now, I will be cutting up some pieces of this to put on YouTube. If you go through, you can actually find the Offensive Madman on YouTube as well as Twitch. I'm also on Facebook under the same name. I have a really fucking killer logo that I designed, and my profile pic I made this morning, and actually had some help from my brother from another mother, Joshua Curley, helped me make the rest of the logo. Did a fucking killer job. Didn't even know he knew how to Photoshop. Apparently, not only does he know how to Photoshop, motherfucker knows how to Photoshop better than I do. Helped me create that this morning, so I appreciate that, sir, very much. you know, I can't, I don't know where this is going to take us as far as the streaming journey goes, but I am, this is the first real time I've done this. Wouldn't mind getting a couple people involved. I've got some buddies who play games with me, and basically you can listen to them give me shit and call me names for an hour and a half, because that's what they're fucking good at. Ass.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can of the enemy.
Let me see. What do we get? What did we get? What do we get? No Emmys, no Emmys, no Emmys, no Emmys. Yeah, Paris Prime String, bitches. Woot, woot. That means I have all of Paris. Fuck yeah. I'm down with that. Are we gonna keep going? What are we doing, boys? We'll go one more. What the hell? Stream out one more. What are we after? Fuck it, let's go with this because I really don't know.
To defend, you will be rewarded for your bravery.
Shiny white stuff, jizz. Da 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 da. All of the things, all of the things, all of the things. Fucking horror. Oh, bump me sideways, Sally. I didn't realize I put char on the chat room for the test earlier to figure out why I couldn't see shit. I was like, can't fucking smell. That's just so wonderfully alluded to earlier. Rally of Mick Fuckerson. Dude, this weapon really is the shit. Goddamn. Dig it. All of the death. I need to buy some shit to build Archon drills, apparently. Fuck you. So I literally have everything I came here for, which is fucking killer. I love that. So, as you see, it's literally like playing the lottery. It's, oh, hey, look, I have the option to win this. Ta-ta-ta! Whammy. Get fucked. I was about to ask how the fuck did I have 10 on it.
You open the relic Finish your mission and we'll take a look
Like
inside.
45 seconds later. That Rhino Stomp is probably one of my favorite abilities. Not the most powerful ability by any stretch of the imagination. For some reason, I really like this guy. He's fucking mean. Oh. Taste my lightning, fucker. See if I can make somebody sick. Sorry, that understood that phrase. YOLO. You only live once. Technically, you die all the time. Should it be like YOLO? I might actually die. See, you can see a little mod pop up there. I don't know if I addressed that, but you can see the mods popping up. Don't bother. You almost never can. Don't. Like, I'm fucking half a top hero away from being online. I learned my point. Right underneath, I think I'm trying to kill him. Right under fucking him. Like he wasn't even there. There is a weird feeling. The shotgun. More worse than one of my other coworkers. Somebody's dying!
Reinforcements available.
Hey,
Do you
level
choose to
15.
leave now or
I think I'm
continue
saying like an
fighting?
hour and 20 minutes or some shit. Is that right? Almost, yeah, look at there. Oh, what do I got? What the oh, that's a Death Cube Prime. What the fuck? Hell yeah. I don't have none of this shit. I'll take that. No, that fucking No, I have the shit for the death cube. That's kind of fun. I'm glad I'm not the only one that's gonna bail.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
So this is what a typical mission will look like. You see all the shit I picked up. Excuse me, sorry. This is all shit I picked up in that mission. Oh hey, somebody actually commented. I feel like that's a porn, so I'm gonna try it. How legit that is, but I don't think it's legit. It ended up not being porn though, so that's, I guess, a positive? Maybe? I don't know. But I think that's going to wrap up my evening here with this. We'll be splicing some of this together, putting it up on YouTube. Next time around, we're going to get into a little bit more of the bosses of the gameplay. Like I said, haven't even scratched the surface. You see,
Operator,
just
Ordis wonders.
I mean, an hour and a
What are
half.
you thinking
Hour
about?
and a half. I sat here and I've played maybe 2 missions, 3 missions, and it was literally because there's just that much shit to go over in the beginning of the game, and I feel there needs to be a comprehensive tutorial that has not been made. So that is my goal for this, and to interact with y'all, have some conversation, have a good time, play some video games, and just get my personality out there and maybe make a friend, because nobody loves me. Yes, that is the gist of it. Thank you guys who did tune in and watched, for the little bit you did. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll have some information on a stream that will be a lot better, prepared to, how prepared, to be a little more prepared. I was trying to multitask like a fucking failure there. That was terrible. But thank you guys for joining me here tonight. I will try to get everything updated as we go, for the rest of your evening. Y'all have a great night, and stay safe.